Good afternoon, everybody. So, the Oscars, that happened. Let's talk about it. On the whole, everything kind of went down as expected. There were no real surprises of the night. Everyone that I wanted to win pretty much did win, so I can't really complain. The side effect of having no surprises means it ends up being kind of dull, even if it was the results that you wanted. One thing that I will say that was dull, which I've got to get out of the way immediately, is the hosting. I know last year was deemed incredibly controversial with Seth MacFarlane hosting. I was actually a massive fan of Seth last year, but apparently that's not a cool thing to say. And while Ellen did a good job, I felt in safe hands all the way, it was just boring, it was safe. Nothing seemed to happen, there was not really any entertainment, it was kind of just transition after transition. Obviously she had the whole pizza thing, which was a bit long, kind of cool I guess. We got to see Brad Pitt handing out his plates and Harrison Ford looking the most excited I've ever seen him. And then there was the selfie, of course. I'm sure everyone has already seen the selfie. It's been retweeted the most times on Twitter ever. And there they all are. Angelina Jolie not quite understanding the concept of a selfie and trying to wave at the camera. But yeah, there you go. That was kind of fun. Nice little touch. But apart from that, it was really kind of boring. So I hope that we mix it up again next year. I did a rubbish job last night. I didn't even make it to the leading acting categories or, of course, best film, which they always leave till the end. I think I bowed out around 4 o'clock, which I think was the time that it ended last year. So it did seem to be much later this year and long as always, but I failed. Massive congratulations to everyone who managed to stay awake until 6 a.m. Of course, 12 Years a Slave won Best Picture, which we were all expecting. I was rooting for Gravity, but as I said before, it really was a two-horse race, and I'd be happy with either one of them. 12 Years a Slave did take it, well deserved, I think, like we said, it was always going to happen. And I can't complain about Gravity's achievements, because they really did sweep the board in most of the technical categories. Alfonso Cuarón won Best Director, which I was really hoping for. So, great for those two films, really. I think they definitely got what they deserved. Bit embarrassing for American Hustle, which didn't pick up anything, despite being nominated for the most awards, I think, or joined most awards with Gravity. I'm not surprised. I don't think it was a strong enough film in the first place. I was surprised it was nominated as much as it was. I'm surprised it didn't even get nominated for hair and makeup, though, because I think that's the area that it does stand out, but, it wasn't its night. As I think everyone in the world had hoped, Lupita Nyong'o did win Best Supporting Actress. She looked fantastic and gave a really lovely acceptance speech, which was just the right sort of balance of, something she'd practiced before and a bit of spontaneity as well. And I think she seemed truly grateful and raised some important issues. She said that she's aware that her happiness from this has come from someone else's pain, and that's the idea of the whole film. So it was really refreshing to see someone so grounded winning such a big award. Jared Leto picked up Best Supporting Actor. I'd opted for Fassbender, but in hindsight, Leto was clearly the front runner and, can't get everything right. He also gave a really nice and relevant acceptance speech, but that hair is pretty unforgivable. Cate Blanchett obviously took home the award for Best Actress for her performance in Blue Jasmine. Now, I know people had been speculating a little bit over whether she would thank director Woody Allen in her speech. She did straight away, which I think was only right for her to do. I think she didn't in the BAFTA speech and perhaps took note from that. And secondly, she made a really good point about how in this day and age, films with female leading roles are successful and they make a lot of money, and this is proof of that, so good job for her. And Matthew McConaughey was the winner for Best Leading Actor for his role in Dallas Buyers Club. Really pleased for him, totally deserved it. He seems like a really lovely guy. Gonna let it slide that the dude looks a bit like a waiter in that jacket. Also gonna let it slide that he thanked God in his acceptance speech, because can't really be doing with that shit, but guy's an Oscar winner now, so he can do whatever the hell he wants. But of course McConaughey winning meant only one thing, and that is Leo losing. It was heartbreaking for all of us to watch, I think. I think everyone was on the edge of their seats looking if he was going to cry. Handled it like a man, he did very well, but good God, when is it going to be Leo's time? Not this year. So there we go, another year of awards drama finished. I would say roll on next year, but last night was kind of exhausting, so I'm quite happy to not do that for a few months. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what films are coming up this year and what might be in the big categories next year.